Alright, good morning guys. I hope you can see me okay. I know, lighting and everything, and I still have, raccoon eyes, of course. I'm working on that. Before I forget, because I'm going to be forgetful today. So I started to make a what I ate video yesterday, and it just didn't end up turning out very well because, as I said, I think in yesterday's video, I was almost in 2 car accidents on Sunday because I was so frustrated and freaked out by my husband and his mother about Lucian's care. So, anyways, and then not last night, the night before, my husband insisted that he was going to go with me, and that was not the plan at all because we need the money to pay for the medical bills, and he needs to be at work. And as forgiving as his work is, he needed to be at work. And I needed to deal with this, really, honestly. It's not like they were doing any huge procedures or anything today. He kept on sending me cryptic messages about his mom and what she thought, and that she didn't think this and she didn't think that, and that we should go to Portland Children's Hospital because of the doctor. And I was just literally freaked out. I actually ended up calling the nurse up in Spokane to make sure nobody had canceled his appointment for today, and had them make a notation that nobody is allowed to cancel the appointments except for me, myself, and that's it. And if somebody tries, they need to call me. So that was the recap of that. And that happened actually after my husband texted me and said that his mother had answers and that we needed to be at her office at 5 o'clock so she could see Lucian in person or something. And so I was hesitant to go because I really did feel like I was being railroaded and outvoted in my own child's childcare. But my husband's a bit dramatic. He blows things out of proportion. He doesn't realize things take a while to get processed, to get tested, to get insurance approval. He does not understand these things, and that's one of the reasons I think he rubbed the doctor wrong, and she chose to deal with me because I was a little bit more level-headed than he was, and that rubbed him wrong. And like I told his mother, I said, I have no problem with this doctor. She has not done anything that I think is negligent. I think she has done everything that she can possibly do at the moment because what he has is rare. It is rare. It doesn't happen to a lot of people, or a lot of children especially. So, and she wanted me to make sure that I knew what the co-pays were for, because they want to do a few genetic tests to see if maybe it was brought on by some kind of genetic funkiness. And she wanted to make sure that I was aware that we would have to pay 20%. Okay, yeah, I understand that. We just had a fire a year and a half ago, and we were paying payments for $15,000 plus. So yes, I understand that at the same hospital. I also understand that they do payment plans, and if we have to pay 20% over a $4,000 to $6,000 test, it's going to be $1,000. I think our child is worth that, which is weird because my husband had just got done telling me about Spokane Children's and wouldn't I do anything to, or spend any amount of money to get him the best care that he can get. Okay, so if he needs the test, then let's give him the damn test and pay the $800. Yeah, it sucks because it's Christmas time and we just got a bonus and it's all gone. There are no Christmas presents. I mean, and we have, my 17-year-old, he's William, and he wouldn't care if you gave him a pack of notebooks and pens, he would be perfectly happy and I mean, you know, happier than a pig in poop. But you know, no, again, then we have the 14 and the 15-year-old that, you know, they're quote unquote normal, would want, you know, hundreds of thousands, or not hundreds of thousands, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, of course. I mean, electronics and whatnot, but I mean, it's a horrible lesson to have to learn that, you know, your brother needs medical care more than you need Christmas presents, but I mean, it just is a lesson. I mean, you're fine, you're being dramatic. And then I've got that one, the one with the papers and pens, the one be fine with that, is he's being very dramatic when he knows that I have to head out of town. And I can't take him with me. But anyways, I guess this was just to update you guys that I am going by myself today, thank goodness, because I cannot take the stress of having my husband with me. The visit to see his mother last night was not that awful. It was just basically her wanting me to ask about this, that, and the other, and it was the same things that I was going to ask about. I'm not a moron. So, and she actually agreed with me, so that was good. I think my husband was reading into what she was saying, and again, being a drama queen about the whole thing, because he just does not like that doctor. And I told her exactly why I would rather go to Spokane Children's, because it's 2 hours away. If he does have to have multiple transfusions, then 2 hours is better to drive than 3.5, especially with a child that at this point you could have a minor injury. He could get hit with a ball in the stomach and die of internal bleeding, and we wouldn't know it until, you know, it was too late. So if I get in a car accident for any godforsaken reason, you know, and the seatbelt hits him right, or even anything minor happens, I mean, again, he could bleed to death, and it scares the crap out of me, you know? So why would I want to add a 3-hour drive, a 3.5-hour drive, which actually translates into, what, extra 6 hours on the road with him? I don't think so. And the fact that, you know, if we do get stuck up there for any amount of time, my children are a little bit more accessible to me 2 hours away. I can run home, I can spend some time with them, and I can go back if that has to happen. So anyways, that is the craziness. Yesterday's food. Okay. Lucian had an eye appointment. He sees perfectly fine, thank goodness. His eyes look great. That was good news. So I had the Premier protein in my espresso iced. And then I didn't end up eating until like 1 o'clock because I forgot I had to go pick up prescriptions. I had to go to Lucian's school, get homework, and some other things. So I didn't end up eating until like 1 o'clock, and then I finished what I had for lunch for dinner. So I had carne asada, maybe half a cup of Mexican rice, and maybe a fourth of a cup. I don't even think I had a fourth of a cup of the beans because my son ate most of them. And I had maybe 1.5 flour tortillas. And then I had some reduced goat guac. So that's what I had. And I mean, if it went over 30 points, it went over 30 points at this point. Yesterday I didn't give a crap because I was so stressed out. Like I said, normally I will not reach out for help. I will not, you know, do whatever. But I mean, after talking to 3 of my good friends and the school nurse also, she was like, this is not a normal situation, obviously, because, you know, my mother-in-law could admit him into a children's hospital without my permission, but with my husband's permission. I mean, that's just the way it is. So whether she would do that or not, I don't know, because I don't trust anybody at this point. So like I said, that being said, we are headed up there, and I will update you if I can on how it goes. Like I said, I'm really hoping all they're doing is just drawing blood, checking his platelets, seeing where they are, and if they've gone down since Friday. Discussing, obviously, doing the genetic testing, which, is not just limited to Spokane Children's. It is also sent to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, also Portland Children's Hospital, Seattle Children's Hospital. It is sent all over the place because they want the best answers that they can get and they can give us for what is exactly wrong with him, because he is not an atypical case at all for anything. So, I mean, it's not like they're just like hoarding him to themselves or anything. They are reaching out and asking other experts, which my husband is convinced they're not, but I know they are. And I called to confirm that they are. So it's not just me assuming anything. Anyways, that's the update. You probably won't get a lot of what I ate today, I would imagine, because it's probably just going to be caffeine, and I did buy a case of water, though, to take with me in the car. And God bless you if you've, stayed with me for 11 minutes and almost 12 minutes now. And again, thank you everybody for your thoughts and your prayers. And I hope y'all are having such a much better days, and Christmas is going great. Christmas is normally my favorite time of the year. Usually the day after Thanksgiving, we go get a tree, and my mom said something about it the other day, and I said, I haven't even gotten my decorations out. I have not done anything because I don't care. That's probably not good because I have not been in a good place mentally. I've been very depressed and very upset because of the non-support and whatnot. But maybe after today we'll go get a tree because, like I said, I just haven't cared, which is really weird because, again, like I said, I'm one of those people that have to have a tree the day after Thanksgiving. Otherwise I get upset. But this year I just don't care. Anyways, so that would be the update. Thank y'all for your prayers and your thoughts and well wishes for my son, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a great day.